Okay, this is take number 2, because I got walked in on midway through and it ruined everything. So, the quote of today, so sometimes I go with quotes, sometimes I go with analogies. The quote for today is, aim for the moon and you will be among the stars. You know, the first recording, I was just so lost on what I could say for this, but the higher your goals are, the more likely you are to achieve greater things. When you strive for the unattainable, you have so much to achieve and so much to get and so much to reap. You ever heard the saying, you reap what you weave? That's a very, very good quote, in the sense that whatever you put into this goal you have, you're gonna get out. The thing is, life has a weird way of putting spins on things. Maybe you put every single ounce of effort you can into this one thing and you don't get anything back, or you get something back. You get experience, you get knowledge, you grow as a person. Maybe you don't reap everything the way you expected, but you learn a lot. You learn a whole lot. You know, I've been working out for about 3 years now. There are people that are working out for, a month, 2 months, who are just monsters. I had a set of deadlifts today. Last week I did 380 for 3. The week before I did 375 for 3. So I thought I was going to get 385 for 3. Bump it up 5 pounds. 10 pounds, sorry. No, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. Put on the weight. It budged, but I couldn't get it off the floor. I was so disappointed in myself, but, there's going to be days where you're tired, where you're not, 100%. And that's where consistency comes in. Consistency is key for everything. The more effort you put into something, the more you learn about it. It's like swimming. Think you're like in a huge cage, right? Can't get out of it until you learn how to swim. So inside the cage is a pool. Cage, pool, seats to sit down, when you're tired, blah, blah, blah. If you never even step your foot in the water, whole time you're just like, I'm never going to be able to learn how to swim, I'm never going to do this, I'm never going to do that, it's too hard, blah, blah, blah. If you just try it, you've been trying for a few weeks, few months, still don't know how to swim, you'll be content, because it's like, I tried to learn how to swim, couldn't learn how to swim, I exited the cage. You know what I mean? The cage is more or less just like your mind, in the sense that your mind places expectations on things and expectations on yourself, and those expectations are what hold you in this cage. The moment you step into the water and you start just trying your best to swim, everything changes. That cage slowly becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually you get to the next pool, which is a harder, more difficult, it's a deeper pool, water is a lot more dense, blah, blah, blah. Then you're able to get to the ocean. That's where most people who are intermediate or advanced, know how to swim. They do this, do that. That's where they are. You don't get to the point where you can swim in the ocean until you learn how to swim in the pool. Shallow end, then the deep end, and then the ocean. My point with this is, you can't expect so much when you haven't put the consistency, the time, and the effort in. Sometimes it's good that you expect a lot from yourself, but the thing is, everything is going to take time. No matter what it is, everything is going to take time. You know, I've been bulking, cutting, doing this, doing that for God knows how long. Right now I'm bulking. I have so much freaking, loose skin here. I have a lot of loose skin, actually. But I don't think you see it. It's like a whole finger. Yeah. I had a bunch of loose skin. I have so many stretch marks. I don't think you really see it. Oh, no, you can't really see it. It's on my lat. Hold up. I have so many stretch marks on my lat from freaking working out and, putting that time and effort in to build my physique. I don't have the greatest physique. It's okay. Things will get better. But, you have to realize where you started and where you're at now. I was, how do I put this? I was hanging out with my friend Sean. Okay, I was hanging out with my friend Sean. And we were talking, and he was telling me about, like, all his goals and stuff. And I was like, you're surrounded by these, like, elite, crazy people who, like, have their life together. But they're, like, they're so much older than you, and you expect to be one of them. And that's what kind of had me thinking. I remember this quote. It was like, if you hang around 3 millionaires, you're going to be the fourth one. But if you hang around 3 bums, you'll be the fourth one. You are who you surround yourself with, because the people you surround yourself with create your mentality. When you hang around people that do nothing all day and have no aspirations, have no goals, that's what you start doing, because you're like, it's just like a mental thing, honestly. It's like a subconscious thing. But when you hang around a bunch of people that are so much better than you, it starts fucking with your mind, because it's like, why am I so inferior? Why am I not like them? These people are the people I hang out with. I should be at their level. So you get better, and you get better, and you get better, and you start learning from them and soaking up information. Boom. Time passes, you're a millionaire. It's not going to be like, don't go around trying to hang with millionaires. Because some people are two-faced. Some people are two-faced. Hang around people that you genuinely enjoy hanging around, but that are good for you. Anyways, back to the whole Sean thing. We were talking, and he's gotten so far with not only, we're 17, dude. This guy has like a whole career in front of him ready. He's a lifeguard. He's getting ready to be a paramedic. He's going into the military once he's 20. What else? Bought his own car, bought his dirt bike. He's gonna buy himself a new car. He's got so much going for him. Great physique, great mental state, crazy athlete, but doesn't really appreciate everything he has. And it kind of sucks, because it's like, once you get to a certain point, you just want more. You have an itch for more. You have a desire for more, and that's great. It's great. But not when you don't appreciate what you have. I wish I could be in Sean's shoes, but I know if I was in his shoes, I would want more. Everyone's always going to want it. It's human nature. It's greed. That's why you strive for more, and you strive for higher. You strive for better. The thing is, when you start telling people, whether it be friends, whether it be family, when you start telling people, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, you have a sense of accomplishment when you haven't put the effort in to get there. It's cool telling people, like, yo, I'm going to achieve this with this thing I'm doing. I'm starting up a company. I'm going to make 100 sales by the end of the month. That's a good goal. Telling people your goals, aspirations, that's cool. When you tell people, I'm going to have this huge company, I'm going to be so successful, I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that, or I'm going to get into this university, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but you're not studying and you're not putting in the work. When you're telling people you're going to have a great physique, but you're not eating healthy. When you're telling people you're going to, become a D1 athlete, but you're not having the right nutrition, you're not going to practices, you're partying. You get a sense of dopamine that is unearned. The dopamine that goes through your head when you tell people your goals, it feels like you've accomplished something. It's like a sense of accomplishment. You haven't done anything to achieve that. anywhere close. But you still get a sense of accomplishment because it's like, you know, I want that. I think I'm gonna get it. But telling people doesn't get you anywhere. Action gets you somewhere. You know, that this is about as much as I can think of right now. But my point being is, when everything seems unachievable or unattainable, you attain so much more than when you set these small goals. Small goals are a good stepping stone. But these unachievable goals are like climbing an infinite ladder. The harder and harder you work, the higher and higher you get. You know, you're never going to be fully satisfied. You got to take a step back every once in a while and just appreciate what you have. Appreciate the people around you. Appreciate life. Life is beautiful. Life is full of surprises. Everyone has their off days. Everyone has crappy days. Everyone has great days. Fear kills dreams. Fear stops people from pursuing their goals. Do not let fear stop you from getting where you want to be. You know, the more confident you are about something, the more likely you are to achieve it. That's about all I got right now. But I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys get everything you want. Please don't forget, the moment you get over that fear, everything becomes so much easier. Fear's all in here. Got that right. Fear's all in the head. All in the head. The moment you get over that fear is the moment that you start living. Not like just living, you know, day by day. You start living and genuinely like getting the most out of life. I'll see you guys in the next one.